Hi, welcome to Crafternoon. Today we're going to be looking at the classic book, Are You My Mother by P.D. Eastman. It's a fun little story about a baby bird who can't find his mother. Due to copyright regulations, I'm only going to be able to summarize the story for you today, but know that we have several copies at the library that you can check out too. So, Are You My Mother? It starts out with a mother bird sitting on her eggs in her nest, just relaxing, keeping that egg warm. And the egg jumped. Mother bird thought, oh no, pretty soon my baby's going to be here. And he is going to want something to eat. So Mama ventures off to go find some food for her newly hatched baby. Well, while she was gone, the egg jumped, and finally out came a baby bird. And the baby bird looked around and said, where is my mother? And he looked for her. He looked up and looked down and finally decided, I'm going to go look for her. So away he went. Now, we all know that baby birds do not know how to fly right away, but poor baby didn't know that. He stepped out of the nest and fell down, 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 all the way to the ground. So baby decided to walk to look for his mother, and he encountered several different things along his way. He saw a big pile of rocks, but he went to the back side of the rocks. But if he would have went to the other side, look who he would have found. There's his mother grabbing a worm. But poor baby did not see his mother. He encountered a kitten and asked Kitten if Kitten is his mother, and Kitten said no. And he encountered a chicken. That's right. Chicken was not his mother. On he went, searching and searching. He found a dog. Dog is not his mother. And a cow. Still asking, are you my mother? And the animals each told him, no, we are not. Poor baby was beginning to wonder if he did have a mother. He kept looking. He found an old car. That could not be his mother. He saw a boat. The boat was not his mother. An airplane. All kinds of machines. Are you my mother? Well, then he saw this big thing and thought the big thing was his mother. He ran right up to it and talked to it for a while. Are you my mother? Hi, mother, here I am. But the big thing didn't say anything. It just made a kind of a loud snorting sound. There he is. The baby bird could not get away, and it lifted up into the sky. And there they go. And finally it came to a stop way up high. And the bird said, where am I? I want my mother. And he plopped right into his nest. And then look who came back. Mother. There they are, snuggled up. It's a cute little story, a classic one. It's a lot of fun to read word for word. So today we're going to be making a craft based on this book. But when you're all done with your craft, if you would like to post a picture of it on our original Facebook post by midnight, Sunday, March 26th, you'll have a chance to win a copy of this book and this cute little stuffed bird that if you give it a little squeeze, he tweets. Yeah, really sweet. So you can win both of those things by posting a picture of your craft on our Facebook page. You do not need to be in the picture, just your craft and a quick little post. So today we're going to be making a little bird nest and make a little bird out of a plastic Easter egg. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, let's get started making our craft today. So with our craft, you're just going to need a pair of scissors today. Otherwise, all of the things are included in your craft kit. So the first step is to take our paper bag. And I found that it was easier to cut off a portion of the top. Otherwise, the bag is just too large. So you can cut that off and set it off to the side. And then we're going to open up that paper sack. And we are going to just carefully kind of roll it down. It's okay if it tears a little bit, and you'll kind of see that mine is tearing. This is going to be a little noisy for just a second. So you just kind of keep rolling that, turning it around and around and around until you get all the way down to the bottom. And you're kind of crinkling it. If you've ever looked at a nest, the nest is not perfect. It's just kind of got twigs and whatnot poking out. So actually, I kind of feel like the crinklier this looks, the better it looks. So you're going to make a little nest, kind of round it out a little bit, shape it, so it looks like this. So that's pretty easy. The next part you're going to do, you can try to glue some of the shreds down, but there's so many and they're so small, they're really not going to stick. And so I think it's just fine to pour your baggie of brown shreds into this, and it looks kind of like little twigs sticking out in your nest. So there you have your bird nest. The next part is to make our bird, and we're going to just be using a plastic Easter egg, which they're everywhere right now. It's that time of year. So you can make additional birds. They can be any color that you prefer. So with your craft kit, we put your glue dots inside your egg. So if you carefully crack open your egg, and then you can put it back, snap it back together, you have 3 glue dots in there. And those glue dots, they're just little plastic with hot glue in between. Those glue dots we're going to use to stick our wings and our beaks on to our eggs. So you can kind of move those somewhere safe because they're kind of hard to see on the counter. If you look at your egg, you can see that there's kind of a skinnier side and there's a wider side. And so we kind of felt like the wider side was the bottom. The fun thing with eggs nowadays is that they come with little holes in it. And those holes really look like eyes already. So the only thing we're going to need to do is add our little beak to our bird and the wings off to the side. So I'm just going to set him in the nest right now. And I'm going to start with my beak. You can make your beak any size you want. I found for me that it was easiest to cut off a little strip of my orange, and you have extra in case you don't like the size. You can make another one. I cut off a little bit and I folded that in half. So just like this. And so right now it looks like a really big beak. I'm going to take that, and where it's folded, I'm going to cut a little triangle. And that is going to make my little beak. I don't know how well you can see that on film. So there's our little beak. Next, I'm going to take my glue dot. And I know we've used these before, but if you haven't crafted with us, this is new to you. So you're going to take your glue dot, pull the 2 sides apart, and you'll see that the glue dot, I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, the glue dot stayed on one side. The other side is going to be trash. And then where your glue dot is, you're going to place the bottom part of your beak on it and then slowly pull it away, and then your glue dot will stay to your beak. So where that gluey side is, we're going to stick that onto our baby bird. And there you have a bird with a beak. Now you could leave it like that if you would like. Maybe you don't want the wings on there. Maybe you think he looks really cute that way, and that is fine. It's your choice. This is art that we're creating, so anything that you like is perfect. I am going to make some wings just because we did on our sample, and that way if somebody's wanting to add the wings, they will know how to do that. So same thing, I'm going to cut off a little section of the blue. This is extra in case you don't like the way your wings turned out, or maybe you want to get some more eggs and make some more birds to put in your nest. So I would like my wings to look the same on both sides. So I'm going to, again, fold my paper in half, before I cut out my wing shape. You can draw it on with a pencil or crayon if that's easier for you. I am just going to go ahead and cut something out. I'm not cutting on the folded edge this time because I want them two separate pieces. So I'm just going to go up and kind of think that my wings are going to be kind of pointy and maybe a little rounded. So this is the shape I came up with my wings. Your wings can be any shape. It doesn't matter. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get another one of those glue dots and open it up. My glue dot stayed on this side. So I'm going to place it on the edge. So I don't know if you can see it on here. I'll point with my scissors. My glue dot is right here towards the edge of my wing. So you want it as close to the edge as you can. And I'm going to put my other glue dot onto the other wing that I have and do the same thing. Kind of put it close to the edge, push them down so they stick, and then I'm going to carefully pull it off so the glue dot stays on, and then I'm going to put my wing off to the side and kind of fold it over like that, and do the same thing on this side. And those glue dots are so nice and sticky. I just love to use them because they work really well and they'll stick onto that plastic. And so there we have a couple baby birds. So just a kind of a fun, easy little craft that you can do. Again, remember that if you want to put a picture of your craft onto our original Facebook post by Sunday, March 26th, you have a chance to win a copy of the Are You My Mother book, and maybe you'll win this cute little bird that tweets. We hope you have a great day. Thanks for crafting with us.